face is a little wonky. Let's see. It's because my face is having a little reaction towards my makeup, my new makeup. And yes, I look bomb in my last 2 videos, but that makeup made my skin feel really dry, and right now it's moisturized. And then I have a little bit of highlighter just to make me a little glowier. I did a little bit of my eyebrows, my eyeliner, eyelashes, and gloss. Hey guys, I am officially starting. Sorry for the long intro. I want to talk about like certain things I wish I knew before I gave birth, that I knew were gonna happen. Before I go on though, sorry I keep elongating this intro. I need you guys to all go follow my Instagram. It's gonna be linked down below, because I obviously did Instagram controls my life last video, and what I want to do is once I hit my 40 days, which is a cuarentena. I don't know if they do it in America, but in Mexico, once you give birth, you have to go through the cuarentena, and in the cuarentena, you have to take care of your eating. You can't be going out too much. He has to stay home. The point is, once I hit my 40 days, I want to do a makeover, and I am really bad with decisions. So what am I gonna do? I am gonna do a video called Instagram Controls My Postpartum Makeover, because I felt really down during my pregnancy because I couldn't wear these type of outfits. Why? Because jeans wouldn't look good, and then crop tops looked really weird on my pregnant belly, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with it right now, and I don't feel it, I don't feel confident. But now that I am sticky compared to what I used to be, I just want a complete makeover, like hair chopped or not, hair dyed darker or lighter. It's gonna be a really interesting thing, so you guys need to go to my Instagram and follow and check my story, because I'm gonna be posting soon the questions, and I need you guys' opinions because I suck with choosing for myself. Okay, so let's start with this video. Some of these things are really personal, so and really like, oh my gosh, she just said that. Yes, because like nobody tells you, or at least nobody told me. Maybe you guys were informed, and I don't know. So first off, the first thing that made me want to do this video in the first place, it's really embarrassing, but I mean, I feel like I need to talk to someone about it. So I gave birth, right? This is not gonna go in any specific order. I'm probably gonna go from after birth to like during labor and all that. Okay, I tend to not go to the restroom that often when I'm not pregnant, you know? So obviously once I give birth, I didn't feel like going to the restroom at all. Dead ass 7 hours without going to the restroom. I get up and I start going to the restroom, and I don't know why my body does this, but once I start heading to the restroom, my urges of getting to the restroom get really bad, and then I'm like, oh, I have to pee. Once I like, I don't know, I guess my mind is telling my body like, she's going to the restroom, get ready. But I couldn't control it, and then literally like the first 3 times I went to the restroom, you could say I kind of like peed myself. Good thing I was wearing a dress though. It's so embarrassing, I know, but nobody told me that would have happened. If I would have known, they told me you should be going to the restroom every 2 hours, 2 to 4 hours, and I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was really scared at first. I was like, oh my goodness, is it not gonna work again? And my mom was like, relax, it happens. And I was like, why didn't you tell me? Another thing is, I did not know they were gonna take so long to put in the epidural. Like, yeah, they told me they put it at a certain time, and I mean, I got to the hospital, I was in so much pain. I would kneel every single time, like roll into a little fetus position, and I would cry. And I got admitted to the room, and then it was still like 2 hours till like they finally brought the epidural to me. So I was in so much pain for so long. If I would have known, like, I would have rushed it a little bit more. I don't know, pressured the doctors. It's not like I was already, but like, I guess they needed more pressure. I don't know. I don't like talking about this, but when I had him, it was around 6 in the afternoon, once like the family was there, because I remember I panicked a little. And I was holding Ethan in my arms, and then I was talking to Edgar, and then I turned over and Ethan was turning purple, like black type of purple. Like, I don't know what the heck happened. I'm not 100% sure what happened, but his face was literally going dead, and I panicked, but I didn't freeze. I was like, babe. And then Edgar looks, and he also saw his face, and then once we both were looking at him, his color started like coming back. I don't know, I kind of like, I remember that moment like it was yesterday, but I also kind of like forgot. I don't know, it's weird. He was turning purple. I thought he was dying. Like, my heart dropped like so much that day. Well, not that day, that moment, because I thought like I've had my baby in me for 9 months and a half and he's gone already. I don't know, it was a really, I don't know. I was crying a lot like the 3 days after that. I was really emotional after I gave birth. I don't know if he died for a second or he couldn't breathe, but the doctors were like, yeah, he was probably just not breathing. His neck was probably like this. And I was like, when I'm like this, I could breathe just fine. Yeah, I tried it. I don't think he was not breathing, like, or maybe his lungs collapsed for a second. I don't know what happened. Like, if it was him like not breathing because his neck was down and his airway was being closed, I wish someone would have told me that so I could like prevented that from happening, because he was literally like, I didn't say limp, but like his whole face just went blank for a second. I was not ready to lose my baby right when I had him in my arms the same day. And I know it happens to a lot, like, not a lot, but several mothers out there, because literally it happened to one of my family members, and it, I don't know. But what else did I wish I knew? Ooh, one thing I wish I knew that I want whoever is gonna give birth to know: if you are gonna be giving birth, they have these signs that say do not disturb. Ask for them, because those are two things that are combined that I wish I knew. But like, I wish I knew about the do not disturb sign, and I also wish I knew that the doctors would come in every 2 hours to annoy you and your child and check your pressure, check this, check that, blah blah blah. And yeah, I get it, it's his first few moments in life and they want to check everything, make sure he's fine, but literally he would be sleeping and then they would just barge in, wake him up, startle him, and then he'd start crying, and then I wouldn't get any rest. And I was like, what if like he would have let me rest this whole time? That's why I wish I knew about the do not disturb sign, because then I would have put it outside and then voila, my problem would have been solved. That leads on to, I wish I knew what bilirubin was before I had my baby. Why? Because they said that my baby was a little too yellow, and then that he had this thing called bilirubin or jaundice, something like that. And apparently a bunch of babies have it, but technically they just need sun or a specific light to kind of something with his blood. I don't know, I'm really dumb. I mean, I'm really smart, but if people tell me something once, I will not remember. So they told me something like that, and he had it. They kept asking me to go in, get his blood drawn out, and I was just like, oh my goodness, my baby's in pain. You guys are traumatizing him. Every single time I get him naked, he cries, because why? He's used to just getting his blood drawn out. I wish they told me about it so I could at least prepare myself to be going to the doctor literally a day after I gave birth, stitched up, and end up being in not that much pain, but like I was still on the epidural, and that's another thing. Like, still be stitched up, go over there, everybody be like, why are you out? What are you doing with the 1-day-old baby out? I was so tired of people asking me like, what are you doing out? You should be resting. Moving forward from that, I wish people told me that the epidural does not wear off right away, and to not feel like Superwoman. Why? Because I would walk around like nothing the day I gave birth, going to restroom and pee myself or whatever. When they asked me to change gurneys, and I kind of like just hopped over like nothing, and they're like, ooh, we got a strong one. They were over here hyping me up. My first doctor's appointment, I was kind of like going in the car like nothing and doing all that. The second day or the day after that first doctor appointment, I was dying because it hurt so bad down there. Not when like I was laying down, like literally it doesn't feel like anything. It's just when you sit down, and you know when you sit down, you're kind of like bottom either just goes down, or when you sit down it kind of like feels like it's spreading your thighs a little. Or when it spreads your thighs, you feel your lady bits open and you're stitched up. And I didn't know where I was stitched up. I didn't want to know, or at least nobody gave me the option to know. But I was so paranoid. I was like, what if I just teared it up? And the thing is, like, I wasn't bleeding like normal period blood. It looked like I just got cut type of blood. And I was like, it's my stitches. But nobody told me that I was going to be bleeding bright red, not red-brown color. I wish I also knew people told me that I would discharge like a weird color afterwards. I thought I got an infection. Why? Because I felt like Superwoman, and I thought maybe once I opened my scar, no, not my scar. Once I opened my stitches up, then something got inside. Since like technically you can't like clean yourself right there, you can just like rinse it off. I did know that, so I mean maybe you guys don't know, but you're gonna have to rinse your hoo-ha after birth because you can't wipe or anything. Yeah, I still didn't know I wasn't gonna go to the restroom for that long. I was constipated. All in all, I feel like this is enough for today. I've been recording for 30 minutes and you guys do not want to see a 30-minute video, so I'm gonna have to edit everything out. I talk too much, so I will stop. And I'm gonna go before my little baby, who's surprisingly been sleeping for 33 minutes. But I'm gonna go. I know you guys don't want to see my beautiful face leave. Honestly, I thought I was gonna hate this video because like these red marks are allergies to my makeup today. And yes, I have no makeup, but I put on highlighter anyways, and look how poppin' it makes me look from afar. That'll be it for today. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to follow my Instagram so you guys can help me decide my makeover. I don't know if I should keep it this long and just trim it, or chop it off, dye it lighter or darker gray or something. I don't know what tattoo to get, where to get it. I don't know if I should get it anyways. I don't know. I'm gonna get my butt kicked by my mom. See you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys will like, comment, and subscribe. And just know there's a lot of good videos coming up. This is a cute chat. It would have been better if it was a mukbang and I was eating, but I can't eat that much because I'm breastfeeding. I'm really weird in this video. I'm sorry. Bye.